Hi, we're Jesse and Kelly, an Australian couple who has decided to take a long break from our jobs and travel around Southeast Asia on a motorbike. Our dream is to eventually travel around the world with a motorbike full time. Throughout our journey, we hope to show you picturesque places and inspire you to step out of your comfort zone and explore the wonders of the world and connect with the locals along the way. Please subscribe to our channel, Two Wheels Across Borders, share our videos to help us achieve our dreams. Another day of exploring the temples of Cambodia. We are heading over to the Khor Pyramid Temple, a whole group of temple including the big famous pyramid one. This is the traditional way of dehusking the rice. The machine is pounding the rice husk to make them smaller for animal feed. On the left side, with the two woks, is where they're roasting the rice, then they get separated, and then they get dehusked. It's another local unexplored tower. One of the older ancient tower. I think there's only one here, but it's a mix of modern temple as well. Khmer Temple. There's one over that side. Some locals live in here. There you go. There's one of the same temple we went before, the tower. What's left of it. And this huge tree. Look at the size of that tree. There's one. What's left of this? There you go. Very local spot. No tourists here. And there's a new modern temple. This one is a multi-headed serpent princess. Some of them have the head of a princess and some don't. Some have 5 or 7 heads. Represents prosperity and fertility. They have them around temples and rivers, bridges. They put a roof over this so it doesn't crumble any further. Protected. So, the entrance is surrounded by the serpent goddess. There's some young monks there playing amongst the local kids. Beautiful painting on the ceiling and all along the walls. I like Khmer temples, and that's more modern Khmer temple, but this more Hindu, I reckon. Tourism city of Cambodia, Siem Reap. first of the many at the Pyramid Temple. It's quite a big place, scattered. Let's go have a look. This is the map. And we're here. We're gonna go around the circle, the big pyramid. Now, look at these big stones. How do they manage to stack them up into a tower by hands back in the ancient days? Do you think it was built by hands or some other method? Makes you wonder. These big stones. And this is one of the many at the Pyramid Temple. Some has been reclaimed by the trees and nature, as you will see when we film later. This area here was built in dedication to the god Shiva. The tree root is growing onto the stones. This one is like a mini city. Got stone fences surrounding it. There's how many? There's 3 towers here. And a big one in the middle. See? This one is many temples here. This one's like a mini city. Look, what's remained, it looks like a lion of some sort with a missing head. Footprints. Looks like interesting. Footprint. It's another one with the walls around it. This one's completely crumbled up. 3 towers here inside. Interesting structure. Just rocks stacked up on top of each other. Perfectly cut. And square blocks or rectangular blocks. How did they do that back in the days? The surrounding walls being claimed by the trees. There's a tower there, and that white tree roots is completely taken over. The guardian of the gate has fallen. See the picture of it? Big old tree. How did they cut the blocks almost perfectly symmetry to fit on top of each other? Along the walls, they all stacked on top of each other. This is one of the bigger ones. Look at that. It's falling apart. One side is the tree roots climbing it. So all these areas are historical sacred sites. No drone allowed. Too bad. There's tree roots. They attempted to restore part of it. It's too much. Most of these temples are unrestored and are slowly being claimed by the tree roots. There's another one, completely crumbled down to the ground. This one's a bit different. An entrance, and they're doing some work to restore it. In the background you can hear saws going. What's this here? A dragon? Or something? Yeah. Tree in the middle there, claiming it. Oh, it's completely crumbled. Massive tree there. Have a little village living here. Little shops, restaurants. Big main pyramid one, but it's broke. Yeah, it's already falling apart. This is a big main one. It's already broken off. Can't be it. In the photo a year or two ago, it's still whole. This all crumbled to pieces under restoration. See the other side where the trees have claimed roots. We'll go have a look. Was the wall. It's almost like a fortress back in the day. It's a big place. The wall. Back then, you wouldn't be able to climb this. It's just too perfect. There's no gap to put your feet anywhere to climb. Is it? It's low, but it's impossible to climb. And there it is, the big, great Pyramid Temple. See all the blocks? How do they cut them so perfect? And stacked that high up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels. It's a mystery. Look at the rocks. Cut almost perfectly square or rectangular. And you climb all the way up the top for the view. They say this is the tomb of the white elephant, a very sacred site. People come here, pray, wish for luck, rub the elephant for luck. The royal elephants. "170 steps up to the top, 7th story." How do they get the stones cut so perfectly? No gaps in between. Here we are, up the top of the pyramid. I have people climb up the wall manually, whipping the weed. What's in the middle? Two statues there. That was the original entrance there. Unsafe, so we went around the other side.